Welcome to Trust It Podcast, where it's all about discovering who you are and learning the tools and strategies to make every area of your life a little sweeter. And now your host, master coach and caddy, Fader.
Aloha and welcome to another Trust It podcast. As always, we're super grateful for your time and we're grateful for your support. We think that the things we talk about are pretty practical and hopefully show a different perspective. And today's none different than that. And I'm super excited to announce that on Father's Day, the book 1,000 Courses will be out. So look for that on Amazon.com. 1,000 courses. The story of a silly guy running around the world playing over 1,000 golf courses in over 50 countries and all 50 states and 6 continents. So I believe you're going to love it. It's a terrific read, and it's got a lot of different perspectives, life perspectives and golf perspectives. And as always, not as always, I opened up my practice for 10 new people this year, and I've added 7, so there's still 3 openings. So if you're interested in pushing that button and getting a lot of things in line in your own personal and business and financial lives, give me a ring, okay? So here we go. It's a perspective on basically how to put together your financial dream team, using a sports metaphor here. I got into the business in 1988, so it's 37 years ago. Still do it a lot. I'm not a registered advisor anymore. I took that off me, and now I just charge fees, as I no longer work for an individual brokerage house like I did for so many years. And I'm loving that because I can be a lot more, I can advise people to do a lot more different kind of investments. So a lot more different. That's probably not good English, but my mother would cringe as she was an English teacher. So here we go, diving right into what does it mean, because I've had the privilege of working with hundreds of wealthy individuals and non-wealthy people, helping them all sorts of managing their wealth and the complexity that it is. And the larger the estate, the more issues are at hand. But really, we all cover the same dramatic overview of 5 different planners. And the key is, as you grow in wealth, you have to know the advantage and the strategies that you can use in the different areas. As a financial consultant, this is really the person that's your point guard. And they become deeply familiar with your overall financial picture. So like a point guard, like I played in college at Brigham Young University as a point guard. And my job was not only to run the offense, but to make sure that the ball got started in the right direction. And that's what your financial planner does. And then as you get along, sometimes these guys are, they hoodwink you. They think they're telling you they're a financial planner, but they really don't do any investments. And so you either need to know are they an investment planner or not? Because these investment guys help out a lot when it comes to managing the different perspectives of your financial portfolio, from your retirement plans to what we call non-governmental stuff and government stuff, like your IRAs and your 401k plans. They're specifically designed through the government, and there's penalties and fees and taxes, etc. And then as you move with your investment planner, you move into an estate planner. These guys are heavily involved in helping with wills and trusts and how to put those guys together and how to bring those things into your life. And as I always say, trust your trust advisor who's helping you put together your trust, because that is such a key component. There's so many beautiful components that go into estate planning. And so your estate planner is kind of like the power forward. And then your tax advisor, I would say he's your center. So if you don't have a good center on your team, then you need to really look at that, because navigating the complexities of tax is really, really challenging. And developing smart strategies to manage your income, maximizing your investment gains and your taxes, and help capture you every available deduction is a good tax planner. So when I had a minor in estate and tax law, so that was really helpful to me as I was doing my insurance and investment work, because it helped me to cover the 4 different areas. And then, but I on a scale of 1 to 10, I was only, generously saying a 7 when it came to a tax and estate planner. I would always go to my Power Forward and my Center for my own personal use, as well as directing my clients and then coordinating with them. So everything wraps around and comes back to your point guard. But there's also, a charitable planner, the philanthropic advisor who helps you devise a giving strategy that helps, in so many different ways. I've already mentioned what it is, a donor advisor fund, and many of my clients have set that up already in the last few weeks. Just grateful because they didn't know about that. And there's so many little things like the donor advisor funds that people don't know about it, that a charitable planner does know about it. And then, if you want to take it up to the highest level where you've got some people coming off the bench, you have risk management planners. And those people, they focus on, preserving your wealth by identifying your risk. And you think, well, isn't my investment guy going to do that? Yes, but some people lean heavy on protecting the estate and the investments and that kind of thing. So you really have to know which, where, how, why, when, all your advisors, how they coordinate it. And then if you can bring them all together, the team becomes a really, really, influential part of your life. And if you want to take it up to another level, I would say that there's lending plan. A lot of people need money to start businesses, and banks are one option, but there's many other options to get money from all sorts of different avenues, which people are, very, very few people are aware of all the different places where a lending manager can come in. And so banks are some of my least favorite because they make you put up collateral where other places don't. They look at the company, they invest it, they come in and say, hey, we want to be an angel investor. We want to be a person that wants a percentage. If you ever watch those shows on television, the sharks, those guys, they give a lot of really, really good ideas, Shark Tank. So on people that are coming to try to, brand their business, market their business, design their business, etc. And so I would throw to really have a great team, what I would call your dream team, would carry all of those people in your lives. And so try to get one guy, a point guard, who has specialties in the other areas. So you don't have 7, 8 guys coming to your table every time you have to have a review or go through a new thing, but you want that guy coordinating everything. And that point guard is, I think the most essential part of your dream team. So as you work with that team, you'll really begin to have a great sense of certainty, and the complexity that is the financial world can be driven much more peacefully and lovely when you have great people around you helping you in all those areas. So for those of you who don't and are listening to this, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to direct you to people that I have great connections with, and personally do some planning with you if you desire. And a lot of people do not want to get into the coaching program because it's a monthly thing, but they just say, hey, every, twice a year, I'd love to have a financial review with you. And I do that for numerous people. And so reach out and look at that. But hopefully this has been something that is real simple. As always, I love to keep our information through our podcasts quick and right to the point. And I design most of my podcasts for my existing clientele, which are 100 strong, and I just try to give them great information. that they can use. But for those of you who are on the sides and you'd like to get in and do a little more, feel free to reach out. And as always, you can trust it.
Hey, listen, if you enjoyed this podcast, you'll want to come check out trustitcoaching.com, where you can get more support and coaching to help you become more of who you really are and to achieve the vision you have for your life. Again, that's trustitcoaching.com. We'll see you there.